Exhale, seal your intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your Monday practice. So we've been working on moon poses throughout October. It's our pose of the month. And I believe in the first week, we started with a moon salutation. So we're gonna go ahead and do that again. So we'll go through a moon salutation. We'll do a few warrior step backs. We will come on to our backs at some point and do some back bends. And at the end of our practice, we'll stretch a little bit. So rising up to the top of your mat, come to the back of your mat if you can, and face the right. So we're gonna take a big step out with our right foot in a moment. So I want you to have that space. On your inhale, reach arms up, coming into our moon salutation. Exhale, sway to the right. Full breath in. Full breath out, sway. Inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sway to the left. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale, sway left. Exhale, come back to center. This is where I want you to step out nice and wide and come into a star pose. So lift your heart and chest. You can flip your palms up. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend your knees and come down into a low squat. So not quite a yogi squat where we come all the way down. Not quite a standing frog, almost like a gym squat. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Straighten your legs, come back out from your squat. Let's tap a straight leg triangle. Right toes forward, reach towards the right of the room. Place your right arm down and your left arm up. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come down to center into a low lunge. So your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Your spine is nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find even more length. On your exhale, come into a side squat. So you can take a skandasana if you'd like, or a surfer's lunge. Just kind of shifting that knee over. You can place hands at heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Come over to the other side. Side lunge so your right toes can come up. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, come back into your low lunge on your left side this time. So sort of retracing our steps in the opposite direction. Our poses in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale, find that long spine. Exhale, bring yourself back up to center and come back into your squat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, straighten back up, left toes back, right foot parallel with the front of your mat. Coming back to our triangle, left arm reaches, left arm down. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, bring yourself back up to center. Turn your left toes in, return to your star pose. Open your heart and chest. Inhale, maybe add a tiny back bend as you peek up. Exhale, walk your feet back in. Interlace hands at the top again. Let's come into our crescent side reach. To the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, sway to the left. Full inhale. Full exhale. Take one more inhale, sway left. Exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands to heart center, returning to our mountain pose or Tadasana. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your hands by your sides. You can face the long way of your mat. Coming into our step backs or warrior poses. Reach up, press palms. Come forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, come forward and up, coming to our crescent lunge. Reach for the ceiling and settle into your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back to a down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Moving through a controlled vinyasa, come forward to your high plank. You can always drop your knees as you lower down to the low push-up. Inhale forward to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, reach arms back. Pull your core in as you sweep forward and up to your chair pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, lunge your left foot back. Inhale, sweep arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up, using your core, using your arms, and allowing your legs to hold you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Controlled vinyasa, come forward, high plank. You can always drop knees as you lower to the low push-up. Inhale to cobra or upward facing. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Come back to that chair pose, pulling your core in and settling your hips. Let's flow. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your right foot back. Inhale, arm sweep back. Exhale, forward and up, crescent. Take one round of breath. Plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Find your nice strong pose, your strong warrior. So front knee stacked over your ankle, pressing out towards your pinky toe, arms are parallel to the floor. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, rub off. Try to find that space, that reach through your side body, through your ribs, reaching up, reaching back. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, where you can reach for the ceiling. Inhale, reach, find that twist from your center. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Go ahead and move through your vinyasa. You can always stay in your dog. You can take a half vinyasa, which is just a high plank, holding it here like I am, and then coming back to the down dog. Meeting in our down dog, take a full round of breath. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Just feel your spine round. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through to your lunge. Look forward as you find a long spine. Step forward and fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Keeping hips low, lift up to your chair. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arm sweep back. Exhale, sweeping forward and up, returning to our high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Find your legs, find your core, lift your heart and chest, lift the crown of your head. Flip your front palm, keep that front knee strong as you reach up and back to revolve. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Left hand planted, right hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching up. Inhale, reach or find your twist. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Go ahead and move through your vinyasa. You can stay and walk out your dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Feel that rounding. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Look forward with your long spine. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Sink a little lower. Inhale, straighten legs, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your right foot back. Inhale, arm sweep back. Exhale, forward and up to your crescent. Just one inhale this time. Exhale, plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior two. Find your nice, strong warrior. Just losing my mat over here. And then let's add some dynamic movement. So on your inhale, straighten your front leg. Reach up and press your palms. Exhale, bend in your front knee. Come back to your warrior two. So make this nice and controlled. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, come back to your two. On this inhale, reach, look up, lift your heart and chest, hold on the exhale. On your next inhale, bend back into your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, return to your revolved warrior. Now straighten through your front leg, reach up and back. Option to catch your top wrist, or you can bring your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your top elbow. Give yourself that little self-assist, like if I was there pulling on the back of your elbow, but I want you to do it yourself. Self-assist here. Reach up and back, tiny tug. Come back to center. Let's come into our straight leg triangle. Left arm reaches. Release your left arm down and your right arm high. So your hand can tap your shin. You can place it to the inside of your leg and press your arm into your leg. If you have a block, you can use a block on the inside or outside of your foot. As you ground through your feet, I want you to really press into your heels and act like you want to drag them together, but don't let them move. So really engaging through your legs. Then reach up with your top arm. Take one more breath. Coming into a half moon pose. Bring your top hand to your hip, so your right hand. Walk your back foot in to about a 2 or 3 foot base as your left knee starts to bend. Then place your hand or your block a few inches in front of your foot. Now again, with control, start to lift your back leg and start to take the bend out of your front knee. You can keep a micro bend in your knee to protect it, your front knee. Once you feel steady, try to stack your hips one on top of each other. So shoulders and hips facing to the right. Now, if you've done half moon with me for a few weeks and you've been following, you can try to bend your knee and reach back for your foot for sugar cane. I'm not great at this pose, so I'm probably gonna fall out. But if you're better, go ahead and grab your foot and then press into your hand. Everyone, just take one more breath in the half moon or the sugar cane. Release your foot if you had it. Step back with control to a warrior two. Then cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Hold for a full inhale and a full exhale. Let's come into side plank. Left hand planted. You can bring it to the inside of your mat or center, or take it to the outside. Lift your right arm up. As I usually do, it's your choice what you'd like to do in side plank. So you can lift your top leg. You can take your tree plank. You can try for a toe grab. These look great, you guys. Just take one more breath. Reach your top arm forward. Release it down to your high plank. You can move through your vinyasa from your high plank. You can come back to a dog and move through. You can stay in your dog. Lots of options. Beginning in our down dog. Lift your right leg high. Send your knee to your nose, dome and round. Take your right leg up. Tap your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Now using your core, take your knee right over to your left elbow, tap it and pause. Take it back over to your right elbow and pause. I know it's hard. Lift your right leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your back knee down. Coming into an Anjaneyasana or a low crescent lunge, tap your front knee or reach arms up towards the ceiling and sink into your front leg. So try not to let your knee go over your toes. You want to keep a little bit of strength in that hip flexor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Tuck your back toes. Now listen up. Shift weight into your front leg to lift your back leg up. Similar to what we did in our half moon, just coming to a standing split. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend knees, reach arms back. Come forward and up to your chair. From our chair, let's come into eagle. Taking your right arm under your left. Picking your right leg up and wrapping it over your left. Squeezing your thighs together. Now start to hinge forward, coming into a crouching eagle. Tapping elbows to your knees, or you can float elbows right in front of your knees. Now again, we're focusing on control today. So nice and controlled. Keep your eagle arms. Unravel your right leg and send it back for warrior three with eagle arms. So back foot is flexed, toes down towards the floor. Back heel is pressing back towards the back of the room. Now again, with control, unravel your arms, reach them back to airplane, warrior three or T pose. As your arms lift, try to lift your back leg a little higher. Slowly hinge yourself forward, right knee to 90, reach arms up. Release your arms down first, keep working that standing leg, then release your right foot down. Go ahead and take a breath. You can shake out your feet, shake out your ankles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, sweep down, forward and up. One breath. One inhale, excuse me. Exhale, plant your back foot. Come back to that warrior two. Now adding our dynamic movement. Inhale, straighten, reach up, press palms. Exhale, back to your 2. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Moving on your own breath, you don't have to be with me. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, peek up. Exhale to your 2. On this next one, straighten, press palms, look up, open your heart and chest, hold for the exhale. Come back to your warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reach up and back revolve. Straighten through your front leg. Catch your top wrist, or bring your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Find even more of a side body opening, side body stretch. Come back to center, arms parallel to the floor. Reach forward, straight leg triangle, right arm down, left arm up. Again, you can use a block if you'd like. Holding our triangle pose and foundation, just to see what you can find. What small adjustment can you make? Can you maybe pull your right hip back and stack your hips a little more? Or ground down through your legs a little more? Or reach higher towards the ceiling? Start to bring your top hands to your hip, coming into our half moon. Walk your left foot in, bending into your right knee. Take your block or your hand about 6 inches in front of you, more if you need it. Lift your back leg and straighten your right leg. Option to lift your top arm. If you've done this before and you've been coming to class every week, you can try to bend your knee and come into a sugar cane, catching your foot. Again, I'm not good at this one. If you can catch your foot, press it into your hand. Awesome job, Thomas. And try to press back. Almost like you would in a dancer's, but you're lifting. If you took the sugar cane, release your foot. If you're still in the half moon, step back into your warrior 2, again with control. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank, full rounded breath. Coming into your side plank, right hand planted, left arm lifts. Again, plank of your choice. Take one more round of breath. Reach your top arm forward. Release it down to your high plank. You can move through your vinyasa from your plank. You can return to a dog. You can stay and walk out your dog. Beautiful movements, everybody. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high. Bring your knee to your nose on your exhale, dome and round. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hold here, so work that core. Take it over to your right elbow. Take it back over to your left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Now, same idea, same principle as we use in our half moon. Shift weight into your front foot to pop your back leg up. Mini standing split. Step forward and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Coming back to our chair, reach up. Take your left arm under your right. Coming into our eagle. Pick your left leg up. Wrap it over your right. So thighs are nice and strong, squeezing together. Core is still pulling in to find length through your upper body. Settle into your standing leg a little deeper, and then take that hinge forward into your crouching eagle. Take your gaze past your front fingertips. Now, nice and slow, Grounding down through your standing leg. Keep your eagle arms. Unravel your left leg, send it back. Warrior 3, eagle arms. Flex your back foot. Then go ahead and unravel your arms. Float in your warrior 3 or T pose. Lift your arms. Lift your back leg a little higher. Find a tiny lift in your heart and chest. Then hinge yourself forward, left knee to 90, arms reach up. Release arms by your sides. Now release your left foot. Take a full round of breath. You can shake it out. Pedal out your knees if you need to. Inhale, reach arms up. And your exhale, hold and take a back bend. Send your hips forward. You can bring your hands to behind your head, interlacing your fingers and pressing your head into your hands, opening your heart and chest. Or you can always place your hands on your low back. Take one more breath in your back bend. Trace your fingers on the ceiling if they're up. Open your elbows if they're out. Slowly come back to center. Reach up. Bring your right arm over to the side. I just want to take a quick dancers. So catch your right foot behind you. Grow tall through your left side body. And then start to kick back into your hand. So I like to find the back bend first and then find my furthest kick. And then I kind of start to play with my arm, hinge forward, reach forward, maybe kick a little deeper. Do whatever works for you. You can keep that top arm lifted. Take one more breath, find your dancer's pose. Tap your knees together, come back in. Release your foot. Take a back stroke or windmill of your arms. Land with your right arm up, left arm out to the side. Taking the other side in your dancers. Couch your left foot. Always find that grounding in your standing leg before you move. So if you kick from a shaky place, you'll remain shaky. Find that ankle stability, find that leg stability, and then start to kick in. You can hinge, you can reach. It's okay if you fall out. It's actually awesome. That means you're testing your boundaries. That's sometimes what we want to do in yoga. We want to find new places, play with our abilities. Take one more breath. Start to bring yourself back in. Release your foot. Take that back stroke or windmill of your arms again. Land with your arms by your sides. Conscious mountain pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. Start to walk your feet out the width of your mat. Maybe even a little wider. We're coming into a yogi squat or a malasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Turn your heels in slightly. Send your knees out towards your toes. Bring your elbows inside your knees. Press your knees out with your elbows. Press your palms and lift your heart and chest. From here, you can come into a crow or a crane. You can take a headstand or handstand. If you have a wall, you can try to kick up on a wall. If you do have a block, you can always use your block and a crow to protect your face. If you're afraid you're gonna fall on your face, you can set your forehead on it. Or if you have short legs, you can take your block behind you and set your toes on your block. I don't have this problem, I have long legs. But if you need the help, the little boost, you can do that. If none of these poses serve you today, you can come back to your dog. We'll eventually meet there. You have about 2 more breaths to play if you're in an inversion. Take your time. If you'd like to hang out upside down or in a crow, you can always catch up to me. But when you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself to the down dog. I want everyone to take 3 big breaths. Take what you need in your dog. You can walk out your knees. You can wag your tail, taking your hips side to side. Sometimes I just love the stillness of a dog. I send my heels,
nice and far towards the mat, and I really press into my hands and my arms, pressing my upper body through my arms. Now, nice and slow, like a really slow wave. I want you to slowly wave your body forward to a high plank. And then option to tap your knees, or again, nice and slow, lower down, like you're coming to a low push-up, or we're gonna come all the way down to our mat for some belly back bends or prone back bends. So take a moment, you can look to the right, or you can make a pillow with your arms, setting your forehead on your arms into an alligator pose. So just feel your belly breathing. Bring your forehead back to center if you took a side. Let's come into a Sphinx pose. Lift your heart and chest enough to get your elbows under your shoulders. Then press into your forearms to lift your heart and chest even more. And press into the tops of your feet to lift your knees. So make sure you're engaging your legs. Your big toes can be together or your feet can be hip distance apart to protect your low back. If you feel good in your Sphinx and you don't feel any pinch in your low back, you can take your hands to the corners of your mat, press up for a seal pose. Again, if that's okay on your low back, you can even try to lift your legs slightly, like you were in a full locust. If you took the seal, come back to the Sphinx. Let's meet in our Sphinx and just take one more breath to lift up. Release all the way down. Gaze to the left or make that pillow with your arms. Forehead comes back to center. We're gonna go into a full locust and then come right into a bow. So if you'd like to just stay in full locust, that's absolutely a perfectly fine option. Bring your forehead to center, arms by your sides. Lift your palms so just your fingertips are touching the floor. Now lift your heart and chest. Press into your hips and lift your arms as you reach back, decreasing the space between your shoulder blades, so that like edge of your shoulders. Then lift your legs without losing the height in your heart and chest, so don't let your heart and chest move. Now you can stay in the full locust, like I said. You can even interlace hands at your low back and press back to lift up, or you can bend your knees, catch your ankles or the tops of your feet and kick into a bow. If you're coming into bow pose, kick back to lift up. If you're still in the full locust, try to lift your right leg an inch. Lift your left leg to meet it. Everybody kick back or lift up, full expression. Release all the way down. Gaze to either side or make that pillow. You can bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs side to side. That usually feels good on your low back. Release your legs down. Bring your forehead back to center. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and then press yourself up, just coming up to your knees. We're gonna take a quick camel pose, just one more back bend. So again, if you have a block, you can place it in between your calves if you'd like. Bring your hands to your low back. Start to send your hips forward as you squeeze your shoulders together again and squeeze your elbows. You have the option to peek up at the ceiling. You can reach back for your ankles or your feet if it's in your practice. Just keep your hips forward. So similar to our back bend, this is a big back bend. You want to send your hips forward. Take one more breath in your camel. Slowly start to bring yourself back up. Release your arms by your sides. Send your hands forward. Just press your feet back. Come into a high plank. Lengthen through your spine to neutralize it. Send your hips up. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and sit back. Coming into a seated head to knee, send your heels out towards the corners of your mat. Make sure you're sitting up tall, so ground down through your sits bones. Send your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Reach your arms up. Turn towards your right foot and come down for seated head to knee. If it's easy for you to grab your foot, tap your forehead to your knee. If not, I want you to bend your knees to make that forehead to knee connection. You can take a twist backwards, so left hand on your foot, right arm reaches back. Or you can take a twist inwards, tapping your opposite knee, your left knee, looking under your armpit. If you took a twist, slowly come back to center, reach past your right toes. Use your arms and core to lift you back up. Release hands down. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. So this was our pose of the month last month, I believe. Wrap your fingers around your feet and sit up tall. Start to hinge forward with a flat back. When you can't keep that long spine anymore, go ahead and dome your spine, looking at your belly button. Now use your inner thighs to press your knees down. You can also use your glutes. So if you engage your glutes and kind of squeeze them together, it can help get your knees closer to the floor. It's a really subtle movement. Start to roll yourself back up. Send your left leg long. Keep your right leg where it is. Just bring it in towards your left thigh. Coming back to our seated head to knee. Reach up. Slight twist towards your left foot as you bring yourself all the way down. Seated head to knee. Again, bend your knee if you need to. Add a twist if you'd like. If you took a twist, come back to center, reach past your toes, slowly lift yourself back up. Release your arms by your sides. Slide your left leg in so that it's straight out in front of you, and place your right foot to the outside of your left knee, taking a seated spinal twist. Place your right hand behind you, sit up tall, using your arm for support. Lift your left arm up. Reach it around your knee, wrap it around your knee, or you can take your elbow to the outside of your knee and cross them together. So using that almost as leverage to keep that long spine. Front foot is flexed, right big toe is pressing into your mat. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, peek back over your shoulder. Slowly unravel forward, sending both legs long. Take a mini staff pose to neutralize. Fingertips forward, press into your hands to lift your hips. Release them back down. Right foot stays long and straight. Place your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Place your left arm behind you. Reach your right arm up. Wrap it around or take your elbow outside your knee and press them together. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, peek back. Slowly unravel forward, sending both legs long. Take one more mini staff pose to neutralize. Press into hands to lift your hips. Release them down. Let's take one more forward fold. Gentle bend in your knees. Press your heels into the ground, into your mat, and reach up. And use your hip hinge to come forward. Catch the outsides of your feet and pull your heart and chest through. You can stay here with a flat back. If you don't have any low back issues, you can curl or dome your spine, again, looking in like we did in our butterfly. If you have a leg flexibility, you can send both legs long, grab your feet, and take a full forward fold. Nice and slow, unravel your spine. Take a light reach for the ceiling, and then a light reach for your toes as you slowly roll back into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet fall out and palms face up. Close your eyes. Receive your practice. You can stay in a regular Shavasana. You can come in a Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together, placing a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. If you have a wall handy, you can take legs up the wall. Wherever you land, just allow your body to relax towards your mat. I'll bring you out with 3 rings of the bell as I normally do. So this time is truly yours. Relax, receive, and enjoy your final resting pose. Start to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Straighten your legs if you took a Supta Baddha, or come down from the wall if you were in legs up the wall. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for making it to your mat today. Reach your right or left arm back, rolling onto that side, falling into fetal position, our beautiful position of new beginnings. Recall your intention or dedication from the beginning of our practice. You have the option to set a new one here. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed or glance down at your fingertips. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste or thank you. Thanks, everyone. Awesome Monday practice. Good to see you all.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Thomas. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Joan. Good to see you.